you. We're going to start today on our backs. So feel free to arrive there now, or if you need a minute to just kind of sit and settle your space, take a few deep breaths in, release everything else going on. Breathe deeply into the belly. Exhale out through the mouth. Slowly make your way to your back if you haven't already. Lowering your back to the mat, lengthening the legs out, getting comfortable, and then just allowing everything to melt down into the mat, the hip points and the shoulder points, softening through the belly, the palms face up and the toes quiet. Invite you to close your eyes and bring that awareness to the belly breath in. And exhale out through the nose. Feel the warm air exiting your nostrils. The cool air breathing in. Begin to roll the ankles and the wrists awake. Inhale, extend the arms up overhead, point the toes, taking a big stretch. And then inhale, draw the knees in towards your chest, wrap your forearms around them. Draw the knees in as you lengthen the back of your neck. Spend a breath or two here. And blink open the eyes. Extend the legs up towards the sky so your feet are flat, pressing the heels up. And then draw that right knee in. Keep the left leg extended long. Deep breath in, press up through the heel. And on an exhale, slowly lower that left leg all the way to the mat. Slow motion with control. Lowering the heel all the way down. Inhale to lengthen when the leg lands on the mat. Exhale out. And take hold of that right leg right behind the knee, so clasping the fingertips behind the knee, and extend that right heel up. Exhale, bending the knee, squeezing it in. Inhale, lift the right leg up, lengthening. Exhale, bend the knee. You can move your hands if you want. And just begin to open and close that knee. Heel to your thigh, heel to the sky. And then draw that heel in towards your hamstring. Take the right hand and reach for that toe. If you can't reach the toe, grab the shin or the ankle. And then draw that right knee in, pulling the knee towards the floor next to your shoulder. You'll feel a lengthening in the front left hip flexor. Breathe here. Inhale to release, extend that left leg long, and then take that left arm across to grab the right ankle or the knee, and gently pull that right leg across for a twist. So left leg is being pulled across the body for a twist. Extend that right arm out next to you, palm flat on the earth to help hold you down. Keep pressing that right shoulder down as you lengthen the left side body. Don't forget about that breath. Breathe in deep to the belly. Exhale, slow through the nose. And then inhale, draw that knee back to center. Plant the right foot down on the mat. And the left foot meets it. So both feet planted about hips width distance apart, knees together. And on an inhale, lift the feet so you're lengthening your legs up towards the sky once again. Bend that left knee in, collapse it with your hands around the knee, squeeze it in. And on an exhale, we're going to slowly lower that right leg all the way to the mat, taking your time, slow and control. When the right heel meets the mat, squeeze that left knee in more. And then clasp your hands behind the left knee. Extend the left heel up towards the sky. Try to flatten that foot. Exhale, bending at the knee, draw the ankle and the heel towards the leg. Inhaling, extending up towards the sky. Once again, you can let go of your leg if you want here. You can rest your hands on your belly or the floor. Inhaling, lifting and extending. Exhaling, bending at the knee, tucking the heel in towards the hamstring. Inhaling up. Exhaling, tucking that heel in, squeezing it in. Just a couple more times, moving with your breath. And then squeeze that heel in, wrap the hands around the knee, squeeze that leg in, drawing the knee in towards the armpit. Take that left hand, reach it in the inside of the leg, grab either the toe, the ankle, maybe just the knee and the shin here if that's where you're at today, and draw that left heel down, left knee down to the outside of the shoulder, feeling that stretch in the front right hip flexor as you press the right side of the body down simultaneously. Good, breathe here. And then take that right arm across your body, grab the knee, grab the left knee, release the left hand, and slowly pull that left leg across your body over the right side for a twist. Right knee comes over the body, left arm extends out next to you, look over your left shoulder, enjoy the twist. Shoulder blades firmly on the mat, relaxing through the body, easing into this twist. Keep bringing your attention back to the breath. On an inhale, gently coming back through center. Draw both knees in, happy baby. Reach your arms between the knees, grab your shins, your wrists, your ankles, toes, and draw those left knees down as you draw your shoulder blades down your back. Lengthen through the spine, slight tuck of the chin here to lengthen through the back of the neck, as if you could straighten out your spine on the mat. Breathe here. We're not moving, we're just hanging out quietly, stilly in our happy baby pose today. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Slowly release your grip. Draw the knees back into center. And then widen the knees towards the edges of the mat. You can hold on with your hands and help yourself press those knees down. 90-degree angle with the knee. Inhale back to center. Release the hands to the mat and extend the legs long. This time keep the left leg lifted. Inhale, release the right leg all the way to the mat or the floor, however far it goes. Might not go all the way down. Keep pressing up through that left heel, pressing down on the mat with the left hand to hold yourself up. Inhale that right leg back up to center, meeting the left foot, and we'll go to the other side. Slowly release that left leg all the way to the left side of the mat, opening the hip as far down as it'll go. Press up through that right heel, right hand, right shoulder blade presses into the mat, allowing the opening in that hips. On an inhale, bring that left leg all the way back. Point the toes, firm the belly by squeezing the belly button towards the low spine, and slowly lower the feet all the way to the mat. If you have some low back issues, you can bend your knees and lower that way. Notice if you feel that crunching in the back or strain in the low back as you lower. If at any point you can bend those knees to make that a little bit easier on the mat. But if you engage the belly, engage the core, keep pressing the low back towards the mat, you should be able to lower with that core strength, maybe even shaking a little bit. We made it. Point the toes, inhale, reach up overhead, big stretch. And then exhale, slowly bring yourself up to sit however you want to get up. You can roll up, you can roll to one side. We'll meet in a comfortable seat at the top of the mat. Take a deep breath in, open mouth, exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Palms at heart center as you draw the hands down. One more time, inhale, sweep up and open. Bring the palms together at the top. Exhale, down through heart center. And this time, bring the hands up through heart center. Twisting to the right. Exhale, bringing the left hand to the left knee, right hand behind you. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist. Look over your back shoulder. Inhale back to center, bringing the hands on your knees. We'll take that to the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Turn towards the left, right hand to left knee. Left hand lowers behind you to lengthen up. Exhale, look over your back left shoulder, twist. Inhale to release, coming back to center. And we'll take a few rounds of seated cat and cow here. So exhaling, pressing the spine towards the back of the room, holding onto your knees, creating a little C with your front body. And then inhaling, lifting the heart, drawing the shoulders down and away from the ears. Open the throat towards the sky, drop the head back. Exhale, curling into your cat pose. Inhaling to cow, shoulders down, heart through, look up. Exhale, curling into cat, and just continue with your own breath rhythm for another few rounds. Finding the meditative movements, as I like to say, allowing the repetition, the rhythm of the breath to focus your attention, focus your energy. Bringing ourselves to the right here, right now. Even it out and find a neutral spine. And then meet me in tabletop, hands and knees. So as you move to one side, lifting the hips over the knees. Fingertips spread wide directly under the shoulders. We'll take them tiger stretches here. So inhaling the left arm forward, extending the right leg back. Take a moment here to balance. Notice how the body compensates for the lack of the two appendages holding you up. And notice if you're leaning to one side or the other, ground down through the right hand, press the left leg into the mat. Lengthen, press out through the heel, reach out for the fingertips, inhale. Exhale, curl it in, finding your cat back, knee to elbow underneath you. Inhale to extend. Look up, press out through the heel, flat foot. Exhale, curl it in. One more time, inhale to extend. Pause here, reach out with those fingertips, press out through the left heel. Exhale, curl it in. And then gently lower the hand and knee to the mat. And we'll switch sides. Right arm extends out long in front of you like you're reaching to shake hands. Extend the left leg long. Flat foot, press out through the heel, reach out through the fingertips. Lengthen through the front body. One more inhale. Exhale, curl it in, elbow to knee. Press, curl the spine up, pressing towards the sky. Inhale to extend. Flat foot, reach it out. Exhale, curl it in. Really curl that spine. Inhale to extend. Last time, pause, reach, press, lengthen. Exhale, curl it in. Squeeze the belly in, tuck the chin, and then release back to the mat. Shift the hips over heels, child's pose. Palms to the earth, extended in front of you, slowly lowering the forehead to the mat. Any variation of child's pose is fine here. You can widen your knees if you'd like a little bit more space in between for the belly or the chest. Let it all go. We'll be moving into downward facing dog from here, but take your time, spend at least 2 or 3 breaths in child's pose here. And then when you're ready, slowly coming up to tabletop, tuck the toes, walk the hands back, lift the knees, send the hips back, and then slowly lift the tailbone as you lengthen through the back of the legs. Pedal out your heels, lowering one heel and the other, alternating the bending of the knees. Keep pressing your chest towards your thighs. This is kind of a home base pose for much of the vinyasa practice. If you're not familiar with downward facing dog, it can feel a little intense and not quite like a home base or comfortable spot. But the more you practice, the more you'll find this as a centering, restarting, kind of almost even restful pose. All right, so look at the top of the mat, tiptoe towards the top, finding your feet between your hands, forward fold. Let the upper body just roll over the lower body. Let your head hang heavy. Release the shoulders from their sockets. And then press the feet into the mat. Bend the knees. Slow roll to stand one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders relax down. Neck lengthens. Chin lifts. Gaze up. Take a breath in. Bring the arms up with you. Exhale, forward folds. Bend the knees. Diving forward over the thighs. Finding your forward fold again. Inhale to halfway lift. Tabletop. Hands to your shins or maybe your thighs, wherever you need to get that back straight. Look straight down. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen through the tailbone. 2 more breaths here. On an exhale, slowly fold forward. And we're going to inhale, curl it right back up. Bring the arms up with you at the top, preparing for some crescent moon stretches. Clasp the fingertips together. Inhale, reach up. Point your finger up. So it'll look like this. Inhale, reach it up. Press the heels into the mat. Press the hips forward. Inhale, reach up. Drop the shoulders. Exhale to the right. Finding a side body stretch in the left. Pull that left shoulder back so we're not jumping into the right side of the body too much. Keep the integrity. Pressing the left foot into the mat. 1 more breath here. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, release, clasp the hands behind your low back. Inhale, draw the hands down the spine, lift the hearts. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. We'll take that crescent stretch to the other side. So clasping our fingertips together, pointer fingers up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, drop the shoulders. Then on your next exhale, bending to the left, pulling that right shoulder open, looking up through the elbow towards the sky. Keep pressing both feet firmly into the mat. Allowing yourself to melt a little bit lower. Even if it's just thinking about melting, you don't have to actually move. Just that conscious awareness, sending the breath and the energy to that right side body, allowing it to soften. Inhale it back up. Exhale, release, clasp your fingertips behind your low back. Inhale, draw the hands down the spine, open the heart, look up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, arms come up overhead behind you. And then inhale to chair, release the hands. Sink the hips down, lift the heart. Exhale to stand. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand. Bring the arms up with you. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach it up. Shift the weight to your left foot and slowly come up to the tippy toes. So your right knee is lifted, right toes on the mat. Press down through that left foot, growing roots into the earth. And then slowly lift that right knee. Coming up at a 90-degree angle, keep the toes pointed, and then flex the foot. Point and flex. Spend a few rounds of breath balancing here. And then keep the knee where it is. Relax the arms down by your side. Grab hold of that knee, draw that right knee in. Hold onto that right knee with the left hand and open that right arm to a twist over your right shoulder. So right arm goes back. Keep pulling that left knee forward. Gazing over your right shoulder if you've got it. 1 more breath here. Exhale, coming back through center, bringing that right hand back to the knee. Slowly lower that knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Relax the shoulders, shift the weight to the right foot, and lift that left knee up. Left knee comes up. Point the toes, and then flex. Point the left toes, flex the left foot. Keep rooting down through that right foot. Lengthening up through the arms. And then lower those right arms, or both arms rather. Palms face forward, deep breath in, root down, lift up through the knee, and then grab that knee with the hands, draw that left knee in. If you fall out, it's totally fine. Just meet us back there, spend a few rounds of breath, focusing on that grounding with the right side and lengthening through the spine, up through the crown. Take your time. You can always meet us later. Hold on to that left knee with the right foot. Left arm opens over the left side of the mat. Your gaze follows for a twist. Pull the right knee forward as you open the left arm. Try to keep your hips facing the top of the mat. Deep breath in. Slow exhale out. Bring that left hand back to the knee. Slowly release the hands, release the knee. Inhale, reach it up. We're going to rinse it out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to plant your hands. Step back to plank, top of a push-up. Lower your knees if you need to. 2 more breaths here. Shift the weight forward if you're in your plank. Lower the knees. Lower the belly all the way, preparing for baby cobra pose. Draw the hands next to the chest. Squeeze the elbows in. Tops of the feet press into the mat. Inhale, lift the heart just a few inches off the mat. Shoulders pull away from the ears. Couple breaths here. Exhale, lower the forehead to the mat. Shift the weight up and back to child's pose. Then we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the heels, send the hips up, press your chest towards your thighs, finding that home base. Look between your hands and walk towards the top of the mat, finding your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Tabletop at the back. Exhale, fold. Inhale to chair, drop the hips. Shift the weight to the heels, wiggle the toes. You should be able to see your toes past your knees. Long, straight spine. Tuck the tailbone, lift the arms a little bit more. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the hands. Step the right foot to the back of the mat, lower the knee. Anjaneyasana or low crescent lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Stacking your hips. Your right hip should be directly over that right knee. About a 90-degree angle with that left elbow. Exhale, release the hands down. And find that stretch in the front right hip flexor, not by dumping in, but by pulling your left hip back and your right hip forward. So this opposing motion until you feel that stretch in that front leg. Spend a few breaths playing with that. And then inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring that right hand to the inside of the foot. Reach up with that left arm. Inhale, lift up the left fingertips a little bit higher. And then exhale, lower that left hand, reaching back towards the back of the mat, towards the foot. Inhale, cartwheel your hand to frame the front foot. Inhale to that low crescent lunge. This time we're really going to deep bend into that right knee. And then exhale to half splits, sending the hips back, lifting the toes. Don't let the word splits freak you out. We're just lifting those toes, lengthening through the back of the left leg, spending a couple breaths here. Deep breath in, slow exhale out. Inhale, walk the hands forward, standing splits, come up on that back toes. Shift the weight forward until you can lift your right foot off the mat. Lower the head, looking back at the knees, looking back at the toes, lifting from that right inner thigh. One more breath in here. From here, we're moving to curtsy. So you're going to drop those right toes over the left side of the mat. So cross the right leg behind the left. Drop the toes on the outside of the left mat. Inhale, lift the heart. Press the arms back like you're curtsying to a queen. Firm down in the left foot, preparing for one-legged mountain. So pressing the left foot into the mat. As you inhale, lift the chest. Bring that right knee up with you. Arms come up. Exhale, plant that right foot down. If you didn't get it, it's all right. We got the other side. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands. This time, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Lower the left knee, low lunge, untuck the toes. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Stack the hip, left hip over the left knee. 90-degree angle with that front knee. And then finding that stretch in that front left hip flexor. So as your arms are lifted, lengthen through the spine, press that right hip back, Left hip forward, opposing motions, pulling, stretching that front hip flexor. That's going to help us out later. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, lower the hands. Deep breath in, exhale it out. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And then exhale, bring that left hand to the inside of the right foot. Right arm reaches up, gentle twist. Look up at the right fingertips. Reach up with those fingertips. Exhale, drop that hand back towards the leg. Extend it back behind you. Inhale, cartwheel your hands to frame the front foot. Half split, or actually we're going to move to that Anjaneyasana. So inhale, deep crescent lunge. Now dump into that front hip flexor. Reach the heart up. Your exhale brings you to half splits. Left toes come up, send the hips back. Lengthening through the back of the left side of the leg. Breathe here. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Quiet the mind, focus the breath. And then inhale, walk the hands forward until the right foot meets the earth. Moving to half splits, tuck the back toe, hop that back foot in. Balancing on the right foot, gently lift those left toes up. Lift from your inner thigh as you lengthen through the spine. Allow the chest to rest towards your thigh. Look down and back at your foot. And keep your hips level here, so you might need to drop that left leg a little bit. The goal isn't to see how high you can lift that left leg. Deep breath in. Exhale. Cross that left leg behind the right. Drop the left toes to the outside of the right of the mat, finding our curtsy pose. So left foot crosses behind the right. Drop the toes. Inhale, lift the heart. Pull the hands back behind you, reaching back. Curtsy pose. Preparing for our balancing pose next. Press the right foot into the mat. Inhale, bring the arms up. And as you uncross that left leg, bring the left knee up with you. One-legged mountain. Exhale, lower the arms, lower the knee. Bring the palms to heart center. Close the eyes or focus your gaze at an unmoving spot in front of you. And spend a few rounds of breath here. Feel the energy alive through the body. Release the breath through the mouth. Blink open the eyes. Lower the hands to either side. Bring your feet about hips width distance apart. Moving to our standing balancing posture. So for this, we're going to need to ground down deep into the lower body. Bring that energy up through the earth, inhaling through the upper body. So when we're inhaling, grounding down, stabilizing ourselves, we can exhale and send that energy out. So ground down, shift the weight to the left foot, growing roots through the left foot deep into the earth. Inhale, bring that right knee up. We've been here before. Take a minute to stabilize. Inhaling into the earth, cycling that energy through the body. And then grab hold of that knee. You can also grab behind the knee. If you have the ability, you can grab your ankle or maybe your toes. Move to standing hand to big toe pose. So you can stay here. You can stay here. You can hold on to the back of the leg here. Eventually, we're going to start extending that leg long out in front of us. So it might look like this. It might look like this. If you've got a prop next to you, a yoga belt or yoga strap, you can wrap that around the foot and extend it out that way. Not necessary though, use your hands if you need it. Important thing is, remember that cycling down, growing roots into the earth, drawing that energy up as that cycles through you, stabilizing. Press the belly towards the spine, draw the chin back. Find where you want to hold onto your leg. And when you feel stable and grounded, then you can begin to extend out. Pressing out through that heel. Keep the spine long. It's okay if you fall out. Get back into your space. A couple more breaths into the side, growing down through the left leg. Reaching that right knee up, extending that right heel long. Stabilize, and then reach out. Slowly bring that right heel back in. Release the arms, lower the right heel, and then cha-cha it out. Woo. Might feel it in that left hip. Not a bad thing. Roll the shoulders, roll the wrists, shake it out. And then inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, bring the palms together. Exhale down through heart center. Take a breath here to refocus, preparing for the other side. Release the hands. As you're ready, shift the weight to the right foot. Draw that left knee up. Find that cycle of breath, that cycle of energy, rooting down into the earth, drawing that energy up through the spine. Lengthen. Draw the chin back, firm up the belly. Take hold of your knee, behind the knee, the toe, wherever you decided is appropriate for where you're at today. Remember to work with your body, not against your body. Take a few deep breaths in. Take your time here. There's no rush. When you're ready, begin to extend that left leg long. Grounding down, stabilizing yourself, being firm in your stance before extending that stance out to others. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Keep the back straight. Press the right foot down. Keep the chest proud. Slight tuck in the tailbone. Hold the chin in line. Lengthen through the spine. Keep breathing. Let the muscles shake. Let the sweat drip. Stay focused. A couple more breaths here. Release the hands, lower the heel back, lower the leg. Shake it out. Good job, good work. Let it go, deep breath out. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Heel toe, your feet apart, making our way to Malasana Yogi Squat. So however far you need to go, and then bend the knees, send the hips back, maybe your elbows come to your knees. You want your feet to be flat on the mat. So however high you need to keep your hips, to keep your feet flat, that's where you're at. Breathe into it. Maybe we can just sway left and right if that feels good. Deep breaths in. Exhale it out. Plant the hands in front of you. Slowly lift the hips, heel, toe, the feet back together. Find yourself at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand. Sweep the arms up with you. Little back bend here, so press the hips forward. Heels stay down. Heart lifts. Reach the fingertips up. Drop the elbows. Drop the shoulders. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. You know where we're going after this. Exhale, fold, plant your hands. Step your feet back, top of a push-up, plank pose, lower the knees if you need to. Deep breath in. Exhale, open mouth. From here, we'll go to up dog if you're in your plank. If you're on your knees, just take cobra. Untuck the toes so the tops of the feet are on the mat. And then lower the hips. The thighs are going to stay lifted. Pull the heart through the center. You want your elbows somewhat in line with your wrists if you can get it there. Up dog. Exhale, lower the knees. Shift the hips back. Child's pose. Begin to let everything relax down. Gently shake the head left and right, massaging out that third eye center between the eyebrows. Focus the breath. relax the jaw. And then inhale, look up, and slowly pull yourself forward, lowering onto your belly. We'll inhale to cobra, palms on either side of your chest, elbows squeezing in together. Tops of the feet press into the mat. Inhale, lift. You can lift as high as you'd like here, play around. Press the pubic bone into the mat so we're not crunching into the low back. Keep the shoulders pressed away from the ears. One more breath in. Exhale, lower. And then lifting up to tabletop. Take a few rounds of cat and cow. Dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhaling, curling the spine, tucking the chin. Moving in your own timing. And then coming back to tabletop, going to our tiger stretches. We're going to add a little quad stretch in this time. So inhale, extend the left arm long. Right leg follows, reaching out, press out through that right heel, flat foot. And then bend the knee so the heel comes towards the glute and wrap that left arm back around, reaching, point the toes for the foot. If you don't reach it, that's totally fine. Just reach back, keep squeezing that heel in towards the glute, balancing out. So press the palm or press the foot into the hand, reach up, lengthening, look forward, slow release. Back to tabletop. Cat and cow to rinse it out. And then moving to the other side. Right arm extends, left arm extends. Flatten that foot, reach the right fingertips, find your balance. Bend the heel, reach that right arm back, point the toes, grab hold of the foot. If you've got it, press in, reach back, lift up. When you're there, look forward, focus the face, focus the breath. One more breath in, slow, gentle release. Tabletop to child's pose. Slowly roll the spine up to hero. Sitting back on the heels. Take a few shoulder rolls here. Inhaling up towards the ears. Exhaling, rolling them down, pressing them down away from the ears. Inhaling up towards the ears. Exhale, lower, pressing them down. And then switch directions. Reaching, inhaling the shoulders up towards the ears, kind of curling the spine. And relax the shoulders. Bring the right hand to the mat next to you. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Finding that side body stretch. Pull that left arm open. Heart stays open towards the sky. Exhale, lower that left hand. Bring the right arm up with you. Switch sides. Left hand plant, right hand reaches up. Pull the right shoulder back. Breathe in. Exhale, lower it down. Shift the hips to one side. And extend one leg out next to you. The sole of the opposite foot into the thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, turn towards the extended leg and hinging at the hips, reaching for that ankle, for those toes. Notice your back stays straight. If it doesn't adjust, lower the hands where you're at. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, now allow the upper back to curl gently. Lower the head. Relax the gaze. Soften and slow down the breath. Every exhale. Let yourself just hang out here for a few rounds of breath. Keeping that concentration and the feeling of the pose. Inhale, lift the gaze, and slowly sit up. Whatever leg is extended, you're gonna bend at that knee and draw that right or the heel in towards your glute, finding deer pose. So your front leg is gonna come parallel to the top of the mat. The back heel is tucking in. Take a minute to affirm your stance. Feeling grounded on the floor. And then inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And hinging at those hips again, reaching over that front leg, lowering the arms. Back is straight, inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, now melt forward. Maybe you walk the fingertips out and you hold yourself up with the fingertips. Maybe you can lower to your forearms or all the way down. Doesn't matter how far you go, pay attention to the feeling. Can you sit here for 3 or 4 rounds of breath with just a little bit of effort that brings a little bit more ease? Relax the jaw. Send your breath to wherever you're feeling that tension. Can you release? On an inhale, look up, come back to your fingertips. If you lower it down, walk the hands back. Take that leg with the heel behind you and cross that leg over the front. And this time we're going to take fire log pose. So you're going to stack your heel over your knee. Get set up here. It's another deep hip opener. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands back behind you. Clasp your fingertips at your low back. Lower the arms as you open the heart. And then inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold over the legs. Maybe the hands and arms come up behind you. Remember, keeping that length in your spine, so hinging at the hips. Slight bend in the elbow. Relax the head and the neck. If this is too much with the arms, just gently release and focus on the hip opener of the legs. Press the legs into the mat. Inhale, lift the heart. Release the arms. Inhale them up overhead. Palms together. Exhale down through heart center. Relax the hands. Uncross the legs and find windshield wiper, knees to one side and the other. And then we're going to move through that same series the other side. So extend the other leg out, whatever leg was in front before. And bring that opposite leg into the inner thigh. So if you're following along with me, I'm on my left side. So left leg is extended, right sole of the foot is into the left thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, turn towards that left foot. Hinging at the hips, reach forward, lower the arms. Inhale, re-lengthen the spine, and then exhale, allow yourself to lower forward. No effort, just let gravity do its thing. Your job is to breathe, relax, soften where you can. Allowing the breath to release any thoughts, distractions. And then inhale, look up. Slowly sit back up, moving to deer pose. Taking that extended leg, bending at the knee, drawing that heel back behind us. The right leg is the front leg is going to become parallel with the top of the mat. Take a second to find the shape that works for you. It's a little different on each side. And when you're there, take a deep breath in, raise the arms up overhead, and then hinging at the hips, reach forward, straight back, lower the hands. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, lower the head. Maybe lowering a little bit more wherever is appropriate for you. Deep breath in, cleansing breath out. Let yourself enjoy this pose, this moment. Let the head hang down. Two more breaths here. And inhale, look up. Slowly lift up onto the hands, walk the fingertips back towards your body. And then cross that bent knee over the front leg, finding fire log pose, stacking the heels and the knees. There may be a big space between, that's fine. If it's bothering you or painful at all, you can come to a normal seat, or if you've got a pillow or prop, you can prop that up in between. No worries, there's always a way to make it work. When you're there, inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms together at the top, exhale down through heart center. Inhale, bring the palms up. And clasp the fingertips, and this time exhale, pull the hands forward, pressing the heart through the back of the shoulder blades, curling into the spine. Breathe in. Exhale out. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, release the hands to your sides, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold over the crossed legs. Finding that deep hip stretch. Keep the jaw relaxed. Or any other area where you notice your body's trying to compensate for sending that breath to that spot of tightness. Remember to stay stabilized in the lower body before extending the upper body. One more deep inhale. Melt yourself lower on the exhale. And inhale, lift the gaze, slowly coming back up. Then crossing the legs for windshield wipers, lowering the knees to one side and then the other. And bring the knees to stillness, lower onto your back. And take a happy baby, draw the knees in, reach between the legs, grabbing the toes, ankles, wherever, and wide-legged child's pose this time, opening the legs as far as they go. You can rock back and forth, left and right. And then extend the right leg long, bending that left knee in. Inhale, bring the right heel and extend the left leg long. Rocking to that left side. And taking those movements or any other variation that might feel good for you. This is the time to tune in and follow the little cues that your body is asking for. Bring the knees back together, squeeze it in. Lower the feet to the edges of the mat, walking the heels, heel toe, and then allow the knees to lower in towards each other. You'll feel a low back release here. And then just windshield wiper the legs here, lifting one knee, lowering the opposite one. Bring the knees to stillness, heel toe, the feet back together all the way until the soles of the feet touch. Open the knees, butterfly pose. So soles of the feet together, knees open to either side. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly, noticing that connection of breath and heart rate. Two of perhaps the most imperative functions of the body and bring us life and energy, response to the environment without us even realizing it, without having to pay attention to it. Feel the warmth of the hands against your body. Begin to release and relax down. Take a full breath in, deepest inhale you've had all day. Fill all the way up. The belly keeps expanding. The chest is exploding with air. Exhale, open mouth. Relax the hands at your side. Close the knees together. Spend a breath here and ask your body what it needs to close out our practice today. If there's any final shapes or poses, cleansing breaths in and out. Maybe a stretch, maybe a bridge pose. Ask, listen, and then respond, moving slowly with intention. Letting your breath be your guide. And when you're ready, finding your way to Shavasana, our final pose. Laying flat on our backs. Palms facing up. Feet and ankles relaxed. And let the awareness of everything fade away with your exhales. Close the eyes. Unscrunch the face. Release the jaw. Allow the shoulders to melt into the earth. Relax the chest. Feel the belly soften. Allow the hips and the legs to slowly descend into the earth. Find complete stillness and complete silence within you. Allow yourself this rest to be here now. I'll let you know when it's time to come back. Slowly begin to bring awareness back to your body in the room. Feeling of your body on the mat. The awareness, the space around you. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Taking any small movements to gently reawaken the body. Slowly roll yourself to one side of the mat. Spend a breath or two curled into yourself. And before gently pressing yourself up to a quiet seat at the top of the mat, keeping the eyes closed or a soft gaze in front of you. Bring the palms to heart center. Together, we'll take a big breath in and collective exhale out. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may our thoughts, words, and actions in some way contribute to that happiness and to the freedom of us all. Exhale, release the mantra, release the hands. Blink open the eyes. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. I'll see you next time on the virtual mat.